everyone, and welcome to day 16 of my horror movie review marathon, and I've got the Uninvited movie review. A girl comes home from a psych ward to a dad who is newly engaged to her mom's former nurse, and she has many other suspicions along with that. So, as far as the story goes, this movie came out in 2009, and it's a horror thriller which has these two sisters figuring life out as this reality that they're in has them wondering the true intentions of this random woman that stumbles into their dad's life, and there's this bigger picture of this story that goes along with it, a lot of mystery. I had seen this movie plenty of times, so it really wasn't surprising of most of the things that I had seen while watching this movie, and I think for a first timer you would be surprised with this movie. But I don't know how long that would last per se, but I definitely still enjoy watching this movie, seeing like how different of a movie it could be, yet I do feel like it's kind of the same storyline where you have this one daughter who clearly has this past that, you know, she goes crazy or has that image of her having been crazy, and nobody seems to want to trust her or anything that comes out of her mouth. So as far as the casting goes, you've got Emily Browning, who plays this girl named Anna, and she's the one that was put in a mental institution, and she gets out and everybody, you know, wants to welcome her back with open arms. Of course, she's not really too happy to be back, because now that this hot woman is going after her dad, then she sort of has this competition with his attention, and he's got his own things going on. But I do think she was an okay of an actress here. I haven't always been a fan of hers, but and I feel like with the horror genre, it doesn't always work, even though I have seen her in that movie called Ghost Ship. You guys should check that out. It's also kind of cheesy, but this, I feel like maybe improves her acting a little bit because she's older. I don't know. But then you've got Elizabeth Banks, who is another one that I felt like was a newcomer to me at the time. And seeing her in a horror movie, I actually praised her character back then, because this was a role for her that I had never seen her in, because I know she was into like all those comedy movies like 40-Year-Old Virgin. This, I mean, her character, like, I really like hated to love her character, or I'd love to hate her character because of just how creepy she was, and some of the things that she was doing and saying kind of pissed me off in a way. Got Ariel Cavell, who plays the other sister, who seems to, I'm pretty sure she's playing an older sibling, because she has this sort of commanding voice in the room, and she's kind of like a rebellious person. And don't even get me started about that dad, because he really pissed me off at how he just did not seem to want to hear anything that was going on. As far as the things that I liked about this movie, there were definitely some creepy supernatural elements to this, and I don't know how well that actually played into the plot per se, because I wasn't a huge fan of all the things that were being shown on the screen, but some of it was kind of creepy, because I did jump at least once, and I feel like at the time I did not remember getting too scared by this movie. But it does have a twist ending that I actually found to be really surprising. And like I said, I don't know how long that surprise can last if you've seen this movie a couple times like I have. So unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie, going off of even the characters, I feel like their behavior just did not suit well for me. I didn't always like having to see some of the interactions with the characters, and how one person would get so super angry with this one person who didn't even do jack. It was like, it didn't even make sense why, like, there was any issue with things at all. I mean, it was like kind of anal retentive. I'm talking to you, Elizabeth Banks. And then I feel like, yeah, I know a movie like this, you shouldn't always have to have everything like explained to you, but this one definitely left me with a lot of questions more so than answers, which I think is a reason to see this movie more than once. So overall, I would say that The Uninvited was still a decent movie, maybe not a perfect movie, and maybe not the best movie I've seen, but it still does have the entertainment value, which I think could stick with you, especially if you're into a horror movie or a horror thriller, and I definitely think you'll get that here. So I would recommend seeing this movie if you guys haven't, and I would give this 3.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of The Uninvited, and come back tomorrow for day 17 of my horror movie review marathon. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Trial Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.